and welcome today to Reykjavik in Iceland. Now, for the benefit of anyone who can speak Icelandic, they are the only two names I'm going to attempt to pronounce today. Any others I'm going to put text up because it's a beautiful language of which shamefully I know not much about, and I don't want to murder it by trying to attempt any pronunciations. But anyway, here we are. It's the A2A simulation Spitfire Mark IIa with a fantastic repaint by Blade Runner 900. This, of course, is the Silver Spitfire that's currently doing the longest flight expedition around the world. I'll put a link down in the notes below in case you haven't already come across it. I'm following the route in the sim, and I'd got as far as Reykjavik here, and I had a few problems with the sim. So I had to do some rebuilding, and I had to do a bit of test flying around here, and it struck me just how beautiful this scenery is. It's Orbx, Iceland. It's actually a demo. You can download it for free on their website, and it's pretty amazing. Not the hangar that's behind me, but what you're going to see in a bit. So very simple. We're going to take the Spit up for a quick flight, take her over to the mountains, and bring her back again, just for a bit of fun. So, let's do it. Okay, so here we are. Let's close the old door, and let's keep the waffle to a minimum. Let's just spit it out. That was me trying to speak Icelandic. Sorry, that's not very funny. Okay, so, yeah, let's get cracking. We need to get moving. This is about flying, not about you watching me on the ground for ages. Just sinking my levers and things. Okay, so ignition switches are off and the carriage lever is down. Flaps are up. Emergency gear lever, vertical wire locked. Well, we've got a bottle here, and that's where it should be. Landing lamps are up. Wheel brakes are on, indicator lights down, not showing. I do get this sometimes. I'm not quite sure if it's built into the sim, but sometimes for some reason my down light won't work. Yeah, it comes back after a while, but yeah, it's an odd one. Anyway, so let's just pretend that's on. We have got the indicator out here on the wing, which shows us that the gear is down, which is quite handy. Fuel tank contents. Right, well, we haven't done this yet. Let's have a quick look. So there's not much in the bottom tank. I haven't topped it up since the last flight, so let's do that. Click the wrong thing. Get out of the way. Let's do that now. Let's top up our fluids. Fill the bottom tank. We're not going to be taking a great deal. Right, that's that done. Okay, flying controls check. Full free movement. And we're looking at the back. Yeah, we've got rudders and we've got elevators, and we've still got the park and brake on, which is good. Boost cutout override. I can't talk this morning. Is off. There we go. Right, mixture control is rich. In the Spitfire, it's the reverse to what you'd find in the Cessna. Pitch control is fine. Our radiator shutter is fully open. Our fuel cock levers are on. Our throttle, we're just going to crack that a little bit. We're going to unscrew the primer. Shout out the window, clear! I always feel a bit of a wally doing that in the house, but there you go. Mags on, generator on. I'm going to have lights on while we're here just to show everyone we're starting up. And let's give it a try. There she goes. I'll have a quick check down here. Everything is where we want it to be. Set the throttle just down here. Right, oil pressure, we're looking at for a minimum of 45, and that we have maximum of 120, which is below, so that's fine. Fuel pressure is looking good, so now we just want to warm up. Oil 40, radiator 60, so oil has got a bit of a way to go, and radiator has also got a bit of a way to go, as we would expect, because we've just started. So a quick look around. While we're here, I'm going to set the altitude to airfield or aerodrome height. There we go. And also, while we're warming up, we will just have a quick look and check that our gyro is aligned correctly. Come back. There we go. That's moved a bit. So what's that saying? 3 degrees. This is definitely not 3 degrees. For those of an age, we are not talking the 70s band. For anyone who doesn't understand that, my apologies. Okay, that's good, that's good. Right, that's temps. Getting there. So, quick route check. So we're going to take off from Reykjavik. We're going to fly over to... Oh, I'm putting the name up. I'm not going to pronounce this correctly, so there's the name. And then from there, we are going to go to... Oh... Yeah. Bravo India Alpha Romeo, I can say that. Yeah, it's that. I'm sure it sounds beautiful in Icelandic. So we've got a wind of 11 knots coming from 346 magnetic. So we're going to use runway 01 here at Reykjavik. Okay, we've now reached 60 degrees on the radiator. I'm going to actually start taxiing us out now, take us down to the bottom of the runway, and then we can do the run up around there. As always with the Spit, you have to be careful that you don't cook it. So certainly won't be doing any run-up checks. Which there shouldn't be. Then we will sit across the runway. Well, air traffic control says, what the hell is he doing? There we go. Check the temperatures. Oil's now 40. a little bit on this is because it doesn't take long for the spit to heat up, so I'm getting us over to the runway sooner rather than later. So there's a fair old distance to go. Less turns as we go past it. I'm sure we're not going to bump into anyone. Just watching that temperature. We won't have long. Short of the runway, swing it round into wind. That'll help us with the temperatures as well as we do the run up. And this will be a fast run up. Okay. Get going, so let's get our warm-up checks first of all. We of course need the help of our chaps in the back. Hello fellas, there they are, gripping on for dear life. Okay, so let's be quick about this. Check the prop. Check. Okay. That's as much as we're going to get. Okay, let's go. Everything's good, where it should be. Happy with that, happy with that, happy with that, happy with that. Let's go. Open up the throttle, pulling back to the right on the stick, and then as we roll, gently releasing forward. Straight away, and the power. And let's close the hatch. Incredible. Beautiful scenery. There's the radiator right at the back. It's getting a little bit hot there, reducing the RPMs even further. Is Reykjavik. Absolutely stunning scenery. This is kind of what I wanted to show you. If you know Orbx, if you've got Iceland, then this is nothing new to you. But if you haven't got Iceland, or if you haven't got Orbx, this is how incredibly good the scenery can look. Love it. This is not an advert for Orbx, by the way. I'm just sharing with you what I use in this app, and I'm always just blown away by it. I think when I think of what my first simulator looked like back in the early 80s, and if I can find a picture of what is up on the screen now, it's just incredible what you can actually now get, just how realistic it can look. Absolutely stunning. Okay, let's get on our route. So we now need to be heading over. This away. Actually looking for a heading of about 7.6, but I want to go slightly to the left of that. We'll take 6 to start off with, or 6.0. Wind 6 knots from 10 at the moment, not too bad. Reduce the RPM just a little bit more. Tend to cruise around about 20. 2000 RPM to be correct. Just look at that, isn't it fantastic? Incredibly realistic. I've never been to Iceland, so I don't know if I can comment how realistic it is, but it looks pretty damn good. Someone in Iceland who's looking at this is now thinking, what is he talking about? But I think it looks good. Getting some gusts here as we get nearer to the hills. Ground temp's looking good, pressure's looking good. Happy with that. Good indicator on the gear light now for up. Just heading into the cloud a bit. Just calm down, got to keep under the cloud. Don't really take dirty IMC. Just radiator back further now to cruise, now that our temperatures are sitting nicely. That scenery amazing, look at that. So much here. This actually does really well, and not wanting to get all geography teacherish, but you really do get the feeling of this landscape carved by ice, carved by glacial activity. I mean, it's it's volcanic, but there's classic kind of glacial valleys there. Quick checks, yeah, looks good. Now the real Silver Spitfire has a GTN 650 in it. And I've got the Flight 1 GTN 650, which I can't fit into the cockpit here because I'm not clever enough to know how to change it, and I actually probably wouldn't want to change this fantastic period World War II cockpit anyway, but what I can do is have the GTN playing on my second monitor. Unfortunately, if I try and video, Shadow Play only picks up the GTN and not the sim screen. So I'm not running it today, but what I am doing is using a little nav map, just as a good old-fashioned map to navigate around. I am going to film some of the longest flight legs, but for those I won't be using the GTN for nav. I'll be using the little nav map and actually using the magenta line, if you like, on the little nav map in lieu of a GPS. Coming up some high ground now, we can see the snow. Just 4,700 feet, not too high. Just remember, this scenery is free. want to try it out, head over to the Orbx website. If you've never used Orbx, it'll give you a taste of what it can do. There were two things that revolutionised my simming without wanting to be dramatic. I've been simming for years. I had Microsoft Flight Sim when it came on floppies, as I know many of you did. But I kind of lost my way with it a bit. I wasn't really enjoying it, I wasn't really feeling it. It's the only way I can describe it. Until I started using Orbx and A2A, and that completely revolutionised what I was doing. That added realism that you get, in that sense you can actually feel the aircraft, you can have a better appreciation of the environment that you're flying through, and then you know, once you get on that track, then you start looking at the weather and you look at getting active sky and this kind of thing. It's incredible how realistic you can make a simulator now. Now this is something I noticed yesterday, these lines in the ground. I can only imagine, let's take a closer look. Oh, okay. Let's do with the power lines. I noticed them in an area.
Pull up. Pull up.
Shh.
Pull up.
Another area.
Pull up.
There's a GTN in the background having a moan. I don't know if I said it, it's GTN 650. Snow now. Snow in sunshine. Something beautiful about it. So quick check, everything's looking good. Come down a bit now.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
She's old enough to know what she's doing, don't worry. Day. From memory, this is real world weather in Iceland, I think as of morning of the 11th of August 2019, if you're watching this in another year. Interesting, we've got a little cloud layer here. Let's just pop above it, see what it looks like. Much to it. Just a little bit of mist. Meant to be looking at the scenery, this isn't ideal. So let's see how we can go. This is something you've got to be very careful of. So obviously we've still got sight of the ground, so it's not like we're descending in thick clag where we can't see a thing. There we go, just popping out the bottom of it now. out there just above ground level. Spectacular. Let's just come over here a little bit. Give the engine a little bit more power. So what else have we got running here? I have got Rex Environment Force, I've got Skyforce 3D, I have got ASCA, did I say Active Sky for prepared? Running all those at the same time to try and create this weather effect. I also use PTA, I also use NTEX for some of the bits and bobs, not for everything.
Pull up. Pull up.
Don't worry.
Pull up. Pull up.
No, that's annoying. We'll get used to it. Not used to that in the Spitfire. Some nasty clag ahead. Should really be flying through it, so let's see how low it is.
Pull up.
This is why it's always
Pull
good
up.
to get a good map briefing.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
My apologies if I had the GTN screen up. I could switch it off, but note to self, make sure the GTN is switched off for doing videos. Very misty murky up here. Now the issue we've got now is that really we haven't got that much forward visibility, we don't know what's ahead, so I am going to step it up. And let's climb. Instruments for a moment. Quite above it. Nearly there. Coming out the top. So we'll stay in course and we'll wait for breaking the cloud. need to take a little pause there. Thank you. Come back. Whenever it does that, you never know if it's going to crash or stay up. Okay, above the clouds. So this isn't ideal really for sightseeing at all. Map brief would have highlighted that. So what are we? 8,800 feet. Let's trim around to cruise. Warmed up a bit in that climb. We're still on course. And everywhere around us is white. So this isn't great for sightseeing. So what we're going to do, which you can only really do in a sim, is we're going to cheat a little bit. So if you pretend you never saw the weather before, ta-da! Look at that.
Pull up. 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 Pull up.
We're just coming up to our first turning point. Pretty barren out here, isn't it? Okay, so we're just really over halfway now. Just wanted to take a route that came really over this this high ground where the snow is. So yeah, effectively what I did there, switching off Active Sky, it's Active Sky that's using the weather engine to drive the weather. Switching that off has given us a fairly reasonable day, no cloud. According to the map, there's a wind from 15 degrees, but it's 0 knots at the moment. I think this is probably defaulted to P3D clear skies, I think is the term. Right, so let's turn on to our new heading. There we go, 40. So at the moment we're kind of fairly central in the island of Iceland. I say fairly central, Yeah, it is kind of. Yeah, that's fairly central. We've kind of gone from the southwest coast and we're heading to the north coast. That's the screenshot for the thumbnail. Just adjusting the RPM a little bit now. Keep +2 boost on. Still on heading. So look what we've got over here. So snow disappeared, and now we've got more of this kind of tundra. Excuse me, we'll have a slip of my tea. This interesting thing about this scenery is how varied it is. We are over quite a flat area here, having been into more mountainous areas, and now we're heading back into more undulating terrain. Sim deciding to take a pause, come back, there he is, good. Sim pausing again, that's not good. Something's going on. Never quite worked out what causes that. I've got programs to, or a program to check what USBs have been disconnected, just to, in case there's anything there that's automatically disconnecting or connecting. Can never really see anything in event viewer, but something causes that pause. Sometimes it happens and sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you just get one, sometimes you get none. And I think today we've had 3. Pleasures of sim flying. Very barren, isn't it? looks good. Checking the fuel. Yeah, that's fine. Trim. It's incredible how once you strip out the weather and you trim the aircraft, just how beautifully it flies. Almost let go of the stick now. To actually do this in real life must be incredible. The adventure that Matt Jones and Steve Bulby are going to have, seeing, when you actually consider they're going to be seeing the terrain, countries all around the world. They're going to see deserts, they're going to see ice, they're going to, wow, what an experience. Great to see a Spitfire in the news. And also seeing a Spitfire take to the sky again when you consider the Silver Spit was really mothballed in a museum, and they have effectively brought it back to life, brought it back to airworthiness. Fantastic feat of engineering, but also great for the Spitfire, because we have another Spitfire in the skies. For anyone who's noticed that the shadow of the cockpit on the wing, there's no pilot. I'm not a vampire, it's just for some reason it doesn't, the pilot doesn't get picked up. I guess because it's just looking at the aircraft model. And in the A2A Spit, the pilot is a removable item, as in real life. So we're not far now. If we look down here to the right, this river, that's actually going to take us all the way to where we want to be. And we have the advantage of still no wind. So I'm going to come down into this valley now and start descending a little bit. Excuse me while I adjust the seat. I was getting a bit too relaxed there. Come down on the power slightly. flying, but the views are fantastic. Just see the shadow of the aircraft on the ground there. If you can make it out, it's tiny and it probably doesn't come across in the video, but those other little pieces of realism. Let's check our speed. We are absolutely motoring at the moment.
Pull up. Pull up.
That's the GTN 650, Flight 1 GTN 650 that I am using at the moment with the Silver Spitfire. The real Silver Spitfire also has a GTN 650 installed. I actually have mine off at the moment, but for some reason it's still active there in the background. So there we go, there is Bravo India Alpha Romeo.
Pull up. 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 Pull up.
Okay, so let's think about bringing her in now. Gear down. Start turning in. No green light, but I do have good indication on the wing, and I heard it clunk. Just drop the flaps now. Bit of power. Flaps back up, and we're down. Welcome to the name I can't pronounce. Let's get some fresh air in here. Get a good look over here. See where our taxiway is. There it is. Just do some braking. Oh, it looks like is that a Dassault Falcon? Could be. To be levitating somewhat. Let's park in front of the tower. Okay. Parking brake on, fuel off. Up a little. Clear those lovely plugs. There she goes, cut off, throttle back. And we can let go of that. Now. Generator off, nav lights off, mags off, and I also like to just take that off as well. We've never used our pitot heat, although should have done in a bit of cloud there. Well, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Some great scenery and a levitating Falcon. What more could you ask for? Cheers now.